Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the Let's Get Creative podcast. As this week is actually the F1 weekend, and we don't really care, but I just want to mention because today is the 22nd of September episode, and today we have not really a guest. Let's just say that it's one of our permanent guests that we will have to invite more often. And anyway, Let's Get Creative podcast is a platform where we share ideas and creative and business ideas with creative people like us. So have a brief introduction of our guest. She is my wife / girlfriend / partner / second shooter / permanent assistant for the next
assistant / boss / director / producer / everything.
Basically, she handles all the household / business aspect of our video business lah.
Hi, I'm Peng Win. I'm actually a private tutor. I teach upper secondary chemistry, biology. Then I've actually been doing that even before I met him while I was studying throughout school. Yeah, but then ever since he started doing this, because we started doing this out of our own interests, like him with his video vlogs, and last time, it all started with travel vlogs, right?
Okay
Traveling videos.
Actually that part you don't have to go into that. Later then we jump into what we do or why we do.
Then from there, then he started getting more serious into this, then started helping him lor.
So quite a brief lah. Later then we will tell you like how these videos start coming up and popping up. So usually I do with my guests is, as you know, we do like a 10 rapid fire round. Or for you there's 8. I think I created 8.
Okay.
So
rapid fire means what?
As
you ask
fast
straight
as
away.
you can.
Okay.
There's no time limit, just as fast as you can. So the moment you hear the question, you must have an answer. You cannot.
So I cannot think lah.
Yeah, you cannot think. Just
can.
go straight to the point.
Okay, can.
Okay, so ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first question: what's your go-to order at McDonald's?
McSpicy.
Okay, then something that you failed at.
Fail?
Yeah, failed.
Fail ah. Define fail.
Like you never accomplished or you just fuck up.
Oh, my bike license.
Oh yeah. She actually took for the exam, and I'm actually happy that she failed. Because
I had 12 points, so I could have passed if not for that bloody immediate failure. Yeah, okay, next one.
If you can teleport to one place now for one day, where would it be?
Where can be anywhere on Earth?
Can be anywhere on Earth.
Oh, I want to go see the aurora. So it's like either New Zealand or like Finland or Iceland.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then, if you have one superpower, what would it be?
Superpower? Oh, to time travel. Yeah.
But that's actually not everyone. I just want to add one more. If you can travel back or you want to travel to the future, you can only choose one. You cannot have both.
But if I travel to the future, can I come back to where I am now?
Yeah.
Or I stay there?
No, you can come back.
Future lah, then I go see all the Toto number, then
Okay, very practical reasons. Okay. Then cat
so
or plant?
superficial. Huh?
A room full of cat or a room full of plant, like super nice plants.
No, you can't do this to me.
That's why I purposely asked you. I know.
Okay lah, I already got plants, so cat.
Okay. So what are you curious about right now?
Curious about?
In anything lah.
Space.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then what's your favorite song right now?
Favorite song right now? Don't really have because like all the new, no offense, all the new songs like shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I never hear enough lah. Maybe something by Post Malone, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I see the disappointment in your face.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Movie ah?
Yeah.
Oh, Interstellar.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I can't really have one, but never mind. Okay, so that's all for that segment. Very well done. Even though you
Fucked up.
a little bit.
Can I say that?
So okay, I'll just bleep it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say like all the F word at
So
one
I can
go.
be
I can
like, kanina bo cao ti bai, and then
Whoa.
you just like, toot, toot, toot.
Yeah, that part will bleep.
Okay,
Thanks for
can.
adding more workload in my
Welcome.
editing. So we come to the main subject of the day or of this month, which is like what's our experience in working as a couple. Because we work mainly on weddings, very little corporate, a bit lah.
Together lah, you mean?
Yeah, mainly in this business lah. So what our experience, and you can maybe can share the benefits and disadvantage of working as a couple, and overall would we recommend it for any couple to do some business aspect stuff together?
Okay lah, I see like a totally different side of you that I never see before. So it's good and bad. Good is that I can calm you down because I know you well. Because sometimes you get into your head too much when you do.
I know.
Yeah, you know, right? So it's like you need someone to like calm your toot. Yeah. And also, I like it when I give suggestions and then you take it into account lah. Yeah.
Actually true leh. I mean, as much as I like to do things myself, when it comes to business aspect or like just basically the creative process, right, one person can only do that much. And if you don't have a second opinion, even though she might be a biased second opinion, I mean, it's still an opinion that is out of your comfort zone, out of your mind, out of your brain, that you cannot generate. It's like maybe some angles just maybe ladies can see where I cannot see. So in the wedding field, right, I personally feel that why I strongly suggest her to be in this thing, even though she might not be very, very skilled at it, right, is because she can see things that I cannot see. She can take things that I cannot take.
Maybe it's a girl's thing.
Yeah, I always say that she got a lady eye. There's no way to explain like how she had a lady eye. It's just that she had it. I don't see what she see. And when I edit her film or her part, I can see like, oh, okay, I never knew I can take from this aspect. She just had the feminine
girls
touch.
like nicer things, or like maybe we see Instagram too much, I don't know. So we know like when we like something, then it just when you see it, it's like feels.
Yeah, it's just things that catches her eye might not catches my eye when I'm filming events or something. She'll just tell me, hey, you can actually take that. Then I'll be like, oh, okay. Then when I see that, I'm like, okay, let's just take first. You never know what might strike gold. Then suddenly, when I edit, it's like, oh yeah, she makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, she's good to listen to her. So once I know that it's happening constantly, right, when I'm with her, that's why when there's some projects that specifically need more creative vibe, right, I will usually pull her in. Whether it's a back-end job or like the real day shooting. So,
but then I think it might not work with every couple. It's lucky that we have this synergy lah. Like for some couples, who knows, it might actually create arguments with them or like different priorities. So it really depends on who you are as a couple and as a person, as a creative person lah.
That's true. I mean, luckily in this creative field, the entry point, or at least because we set our own bar, I will even set under like those super advertising kind of corporate commercial.
Have realistic goals also lah, realistic settings, and slowly grow from there.
Just don't make it too hard for people to or your couple to go into it. Like you don't expect like 200% of like quality
and
work.
I like that you don't give me too much stress also.
No, because I personally don't like to work under stress. I mean, good stress is good, but then if you becomes like a very competitive, very like that must be A, B, C, D, E. That's when you restrict the person. You strip away the person's like
creativity.
Yeah, it's just not healthy, and it's just very toxic. Then when the person want to work, she become very stressed, and become very stressed, cannot work. Then it's just bad for everyone.
Then you start to second think everything.
So I think that is the experience that we had lah. Because during May we had this shoot lah.
Yeah.
One of our first wedding couple.
Together.
Man, it was quite okay. It's just very expect a lot of unexpected lah. The good and the bad.
And you have to learn on the go.
Yeah. I mean, the flow is not perfect. We have yet to perfect that flow yet. But I think hopefully by end of this year we should be able to get everything like super good already. But other than the flow of things, the comfort level is good. You can literally open up and tell the person the good and the bad without scared of being offended or anything, which is actually a good thing. Because if you work with like external party, you might think like, oh, I cannot say too harsh, or you know, there must be like a bit like wait until the couple go, then like you say, but actually you can on the spot rectify it. Then it's much more of a clear thing. It actually enforces us to communicate more. In a relationship, is very important. We thought that we can communicate very good, but end up through the work that we do, we communicate
Next
even
level,
better. Because if you don't do that, you will get issue when you're shooting. It's just very hard.
Some of course it's like same day edit, so you have to like immediately fix some things.
Yeah, because when I'm editing, I expect her to carry on the shooting. So some things I cannot do. I really must tell her like what are the. Of course there will be guidelines like what are the things I want. 10 shots of wide, 10 shots of close up, that kind of thing. But other than that, I'll let her have the freedom to just shoot. After that, you just feel that it's important, you shoot. So I think that's a very clear definition that we had when we are doing this. So maybe we can jump to the
disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage that we have.
Disadvantage, I think for me, because like I've never done this before, so it's not really a disadvantage, but it's more like something new. It's like the working with the time that we have. Like starting, I think I'm those kind that is what you call it? Trigger happy. Yeah. So I like to show everything, and like I like to take a few times. So it took a few saying or a few scoldings to get me to be like more selective in what I take. But after you explain to me, I understand lah. Yeah. So for first timer like me, yeah, that's a disadvantage. And working with like the time limit that we have, and knowing that some moments, if you miss it, you can't get it back, especially for weddings. Yeah, maybe that's why sometimes I'm trigger happy also, because I scared like I miss something.
There will be times where when you're shooting wedding, you always think that, oh, what if I don't take this, or what if you don't take that? And I think that's when you don't have a proper storyboard.
Yeah,
then
it goes back to the storyline.
You fear lah, but of course that's why I have a safety net. Like before we even shoot the wedding, what we do is really choose the song way in advance. Then I will let her listen to the song and say like, maybe you can take based on this song. How visually it's gonna turn out, we won't know. But at least when you shoot, you kind of know that, oh, okay, this is a fast-paced song, or this is a slow-paced song.
Vibes lah.
Or are we looking for more emotional, or are we looking for more fun? So from there, she can actually know that, okay, this type maybe not applicable, so she can skip. Maybe for another wedding, it might fit. So it really depends. But of course, the main thing like tea ceremony, gate crash, those are like the must take
the standard lah.
Because it's due diligence from videographer to the couples, but they really do until so jialat. And if you don't take, then what's the point? Or if they spend so much money on the ring and you don't take the ring, but of course it doesn't fit to the story, all this we can talk in another time. It's gonna be a very deep dive. But generally we do our due diligence to take whatever that the couple requests. That's why we always ask the couple before we actually shoot the actual day, what are the must have, like what are the shots that really meant something to them. So we will take note of that, and we will very, very focus on it, because the story revolves what they care about. Usually it's the bride lah. Groom usually don't say anything, and they just
groom usually anything.
Yeah, this is anything. As long as the bride is happy, we are happy.
Tell them do what they will do also.
Yeah, so usually we focus on the bride's request lah. So some bride requests like dad must be in the video, some mom or sometimes grandparents. So we will focus on them throughout the day. We may or may not even get the shot lah, but at least we pay attention to maybe the grandma. Then the grandma suddenly do something like smile, or maybe just look through a window at the daughter or the son.
Yeah, it's the emotions that we capture.
Yeah, the emotion, once the emotion caught it right, then I think we did our job.
Yeah.
We don't even need to see the whole video. I think just the moment where we did that, right, I felt that we did our job. That's our due diligence to capture the moment. Same like photographer lah. I mean, across the board, we are all looking for the best moments. But different moments for different couple lah.
Correct.
Okay. So overall, would you recommend anyone to do as a couple, be it wedding business? I mean, just overall business.
I think because it brings on a whole new dimension to your relationship. It just makes everything stronger, and it's like you're in this together lah. So, but then it might be make it or break it also. Yeah, because what if like some couples work together, then they realize, oh, it's not. Then I recommend, if that's the case, right, don't work together, because then there might be friction during working also. But for us, because we flow very well together, so actually when we work together, there's no like friction or arguments, or everything's just happy lah. Yeah, so it's okay. So
I think
for us,
flowing is a very subjective term lah. I think
true.
Being flowy, I think one of the guidelines or more practical thing is couples should always set guidelines, like when to work, when not to work. I think I have this problem.
Yes.
That one, okay,
Yes.
that one no need to share.
Another time.
Another time. But set guidelines as in like the working hours, because you always will talk about work. Sometimes off working hours you still want to talk about
Yeah,
work.
like I literally have to tell you like, okay, no more work.
Yeah.
Like even our normal times together, when he will suddenly sidetrack and talk about work, then I'll be like, no, let's work already. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, and also set guidelines like when you're working, like when you're shooting or doing something, right? Make sure that if you got any misunderstanding during the any
rectify straight
business,
away.
right? Please rectify and don't bring it back to home, because it's very toxic. I mean, even though our field we have to put our work in at home, but we try to split it apart lah. Like you have to make sure that the office works are clarified already. There's no misunderstanding. Then move on back to home. Don't leave it there. Then later
Don't come back home angry or grumpy.
Yeah, if both of you are just angry, this is very hard to live together. Like already got issue already, and you all still bring back home. It's just very toxic. So one thing, really must set ground rules. Don't care what kind of ground rules lah. As long as you all both are comfortable with, right, I think it's fine. Yeah, because flowy, when we say flowy, it means like, okay lor, the chemistry good lor, but then so what? Sure, have something that you all set something to become practical.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think it's about the synergy lah together.
Yeah, I think overall.
They must fit together.
Yeah, end of the day, try first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't try, you won't know.
Yeah, lor.
And if you try, then it gives you a reason like, oh, okay, we work together, or it doesn't fit, or maybe we are just very compatible in terms of relationship, but not as
work.
Corporate lah. So you do it, you know.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the good and bad lah. At least you know. And actually enhance the relationship. So do business.
And it's like a what's that hobby thing that we can sort of do together also. Cause like now we can do our own things also. Actually we started doing our own things first also, right? Yeah, videoing together.
All this podcasting comes from another place where we start our own thing. Like I started vlogging, travel vlog. All
Food.
This, because of that, comes
space.
until now where this has become a proper formal session. Rather than last time it's just anyhow film, anyhow edit, anyhow film, edit. There's no direction.
Last time I still remember you use your phone. What up, guys?
Yeah. I mean, I still have this tagline lah. I mean, talking to camera is just like what to do. I mean, I don't want to be fake ma. I don't want to just act like I just want to be myself.
Yes, that's the most important thing also.
Yeah, don't
Just-
believe what Instagram think.
Yeah.
That you all think that what must
Stay true to
all this
yourself
lah.
and what you believe lah. Because in the end, everybody's perspective is different. Some people will like it, some people might not like it. But then, if you believe in something, stay true to it. If not, it will be very hard to please everyone.
Yeah, I think that's the moral story.
Yeah,
lor.
stand firm in what you believe in.
Anyway, talk about weddings. I just wanted to put it out there that we are still looking for couples to do a pre-wed in
In Myanmar,
December.
yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it out there because since we are already talking about weddings and couples. So what we have in mind is in middle of December, around 9 December.
Yeah, 9 to 12,
all the way to
13,
12.
like that.
We are still
Yeah.
looking for one couple that are willing to be with us lah. The price is drastically dropped because we are already
Because
there.
we will already be there, yeah.
So what we want is kind of like find a couple that kind of have in mind like to be on the adventurous side. That,
Yeah, like
do
if
a
you've
pre-wed
always
wedding.
thought of exploring Myanmar but like you don't know where to start because of the language barrier or like not much research is found online, then this is the chance. Because
Yeah.
I mean I'm literally Burmese, so
Yeah,
I
because
can
we
bring
know a
you
lot
everywhere.
of place.
Yeah.
And last year or this year we already went once and
Yeah.
we covered the entire Myanmar.
We sort of like recce the place
Yeah, we
already.
really know what are the best shots for couples. So we will want to offer one couple they're gonna go with us, and you guys can shoot the video there lah. Then we will
And exploring
yeah,
also at the
explore.
same time.
You guys can exchange vows, which is quite romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hope that we can get one
Imagine
couple lah.
with like Bergen sunset,
Mm.
then after that the bouquet,
Yeah.
and then the vows. Ooh,
Because if you guys don't go, we will still go.
Yeah.
We will still go and we will still romantic of ourselves lah. So it's just whether we want to add one more couple to
Yeah.
in our
to share the
itinerary lah.
experience with us.
Yeah, it's Myanmar is really a nice place. I think a lot of people just undervalue it or haven't discovered it, which is
it's
still
not like
good.
opened up.
Yeah,
As in like still very mysterious. So I think a lot of people have their doubts.
people still have reservation lah, which
Yeah.
that's why now you all should come because it's the best
Yeah.
time. No joke eh.
Yes, yeah.
So at this junction, then we just wanted to share our Instagram, our website, because I think I haven't do a proper intro yet. So you can visit us at ycvideos.com. That's our website where we share our corporate wedding works. Yeah, even do an education section like this podcast. Share reviews. Then our Instagram is my personal one is CYANCONG, and the work one is Yan Chong Videos. Then for Tengi,
It's okay like you'll find me on his page.
oh okay. Basically, it's the traveling Burmese maid.
Not a maid.
Yeah, you can literally write it. It should pop out.
Yes.
Then we also have a Kitty Cats channel. Recently, we did a music video. It just came out.
For one of your
At
friends.
this point of time, it just came out, and we will post it out soon. And I hope you guys will. If there's any people that want to hire us, not just for wedding videos, but want to have wedding performance, we are up for it. We are doing acoustic sets. We will post up soon, then you can get to see. So yeah, do follow us, and that's about it. I think we
Oh, and one more thing I want to add. I think like if a couple were to venture into this business together also, right? Like they shouldn't stop doing their own things also.
business as in any business.
Okay,
What
like
if it's not a
creative,
right?
creative business.
If it's a
yeah,
creative
like
business.
they should do things out of their work
Business model lah.
together also. Like
Yeah.
like for us, we will go traveling to explore, scout new locations for our couples, which sort of is like work, but not really work also.
We try to kind of blend it, but of course don't make it too work lah. Just remember that you guys still need some personal space.
Yeah, it's a very delicate.
Yeah, you have to balance out
Balance
properly
lah,
lor.
yeah.
Like I want to go traveling, but I proposed to her that maybe get a couple or something. It's not a very long thing. Just cover it and get some extra cash. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
ultimately it's not about money lah, but at least we still get to travel. I
Yeah, do
prioritize
your own
traveling
thing.
first. Then once that is proper and done, then we talk about business. Because if you all don't do this every year, if you don't travel, for us lah, if you don't travel, it just feels very weird. Like travel for us is like a growing experience
Yeah.
as a couple. If
It's
you
like who
don't
you are as a
travel,
couple.
yeah, we have to leave our comfort zone to grow. At least for me lah. I think if you don't do that as a couple, or there's no couple set activities, it just doesn't flow well. Yeah. Anyway, we just decorated this. Just wanted to
Actually,
show.
the
That's
other
why.
side also still have.
Yeah,
like,
the other side of
your
the camera.
favourite
there's another one. But I think because we just decorated, so we wanted to set up this scene that looks super cool. We still okay.
Next
the
month one will be a
yeah,
different
the next month that we're
scene.
gonna do this episode, right? There will be another location that we're gonna do that at our living
Still in
room.
our house lah.
Yeah, still in our house. So you will see more like better decorated space. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you next month. Bye.
He will see you next month.
Yeah, I will have more of her in soon.
Yeah, next time.
Bye.